Right. In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to build graphics with a program called Canva. Canva is a software program, a web-based software program that allows you to create um uh, kind of stunning social media graphics like you're seeing here, kind of at the click of a button. So you don't need to be an expert at graphic design to do it. And so you can get a quick graphic up and make it look really professional. Well, let's get started. The first thing you're going to need to do is download Canva from self-service. Now, I'm working on my MacBook, and so things are going to look a little bit different on the way that I'm setting things up than the way you're setting things up. So not a big deal. Uh, you're going to go to self-service. So find this icon on your iPad's home screen. And then once in this program, go to the search box and type in Canva. Now, I'm not showing it here, so you will show it though, and then you're going to click Install. So you'll click Install. So that will be kind of downloading and installing Canva on your iPad. And the icon will look something like this. Okay. Next, you got to create an account with Canva. And you can just use your school's Gmail to do that. You don't need to create a new a new email account to do that. Just use your school's Gmail to create that account. All right. Next, that will get you into Canva. So it'll get you into something that kind of looks like this. Again, I'm looking at it on my MacBook. So yours will look a little bit different, but the building blocks will be the same. You're going to see kind of at the top, you'll see templates, and then across here you'll see just some options. Down here you'll see some options. So scroll around, see what you can find. They have a lot, and so you can dig around and see what you like. So that what we want to start with is we want to start with understanding the nature of the social media platform that you're going to be creating this graphic for. If you're creating something for Instagram, that's going to be a lot different than if you're creating a graphic for, say, Pandora. Pandora has very discrete size limitations. So if we go look at a Pandora, let's see if I have it up. Pandora has this graphics box that yours has to fit into, and it's 300 by 200. And so whatever you create needs to fit in there. So as you're looking at Canva, just keep that in mind. In other words, you wouldn't create an infographic which is long like this for a Pandora graphic. That just wouldn't make sense. So at this point, you got to kind of pick something that fits the social media platform that you're on. So, I'm going to create mine for a Pandora graphic. And so, I might come here and, I'm looking for something that's like 300 by 200. And so maybe an Instagram post would work. So maybe I'll choose here. And now I can just scroll down and I can start looking for designs. So that's the next step. Once you understand the design structure, so how big and the shape of your graphic, now you can start to look for the template that you want to use. In other words, how do you want it to look? Do you want it to be with a picture of somebody, or do you want it to be just a graphic like this with text all over it, or do you want there to be some kind of icons on it, etc. All of this you can change, by the way. If I chose this, I couldn't change this picture necessarily, but I could change the text here. And so that's your thing. You got to now be thinking about your ad and what makes sense for your ad. If I'm doing one for, in this case, I'll be doing one for Tide. Um, you know, this red kind of sticks out with Tide. So let's pick that one, see what that looks like. Great. So, there's a lot going on here. We got a bunch of graphics over here. We got this picture. We got this happy birthday, which want to get rid of. And we got this text here. All of this is changeable. All this is changeable. I can move this image if I want. I can do all that. So that's great. Now over here, I want you to notice along the side here that there's a bunch of stuff going on. We got uploads, we got photos, a bunch of photos you can use, elements, so a bunch of elements that you can drag in. It's just fun stuff. I mean, you can design here to your heart's content. You can erase all of this and then just drag in all to your heart's content. More text items, so you can add your own text items, etc. And so it's just, man, we just have a blast here. Well, right away, I know that based on my project that we need to have this text in here that says Tide Hygienic 10 times heavy duty pods. That has to be there. That's just the nature of the project that we're on. And so I got to have that in there somewhere. And maybe I want to change the color of this. So I come up here and maybe I want to make that stand out. Oh, but that will fade in. Let's see what that looks like. I don't like it. It fades into the background too much. So anyways, I'll have to see if there's anything I can do with it. Maybe there's some effects like outline. Oh, that does the whole thing. And I don't like that either. It's hard to read. So I don't know. That's kind of cool. I like that. Okay, so next what we'll want to do is for my project, I've been asked to use this graphic here in my project. So I just click on it and I can resize it and kind of put it into the picture somewhere and where it makes sense. Now this text piece here, I don't need, so I'm going to move that out of the way. And I still got a lot of work to do, but let's stop there for now. I could keep designing to my heart's content, but I'm going to stop here just so we can move on. Okay, so I chose my template. I built my design. Interesting. Now I'm going to take a screenshot of my final design. Now, if we went to try to download this, oops, I'm in the wrong one. If we went to try to download this, it gets complicated because they're going to want us to pay for this. And, we're students right now, so we're not going to pay for this. When you're a professional, you're going to pay for this. But right now we're just students and we're just experimenting. We're not going to use this professionally, so I'm okay with us doing this. What we're going to do is we're going to take a screenshot by pressing this power button and the home button kind of at the same time. And that's going to take a screenshot of this entire screen. And then your last step is to crop the image. Once you've taken this screenshot of the entire image, you're going to need to crop the image so that all you're left with is your finished graphic. Because that's all we want. We don't want all this stuff over here. That doesn't make sense. What we want is this finished graphic right here. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to take a screenshot. So again, it's going to look different on my computer than it'll look on yours, but you'll get the idea. So here's my screenshot. Notice that it shows everything. Notice that it shows everything, but I don't want all this. I just want the graphic. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the crop tool. Let's see if they have it in this tool. I'm not sure that they do. They may not have it, but you would have it. You would have these little handles over here that you could drag in, drag down, drag over, and drag up, and then it would crop your image so that it was only the size of your finished graphic. And look what we did. We created a finished, awesome looking social media graphic that we can use, well, that we'd be able to use out in the world. Now, ethically, we didn't pay for this, so ethically we would want to pay for this if we were really going to use this out in the world. But for just because we're in class, it's okay that we're kind of downloading it like this and not paying for it. So that's it. Those are the steps to creating your Canva graphic. Good luck, and I can't wait to see all the creative things that you guys are able to do.